Health pioneers present: dangers of bleach plus never mix bleach with these 3 cleaning ingredients. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more relevant health topics. Some of the most common items in your house might not be as safe as you think. The dangers of bleach, one of the most commonly used disinfectants in the world. Despite claims that it's extremely safe when used properly, bleach continues to be the subject of research for its potential impact on respiratory health, particularly in children. In addition, one of the scariest dangers of bleach involves what happens when you mix it, on purpose or without realizing it, with other household chemicals. BuzzFeed includes 3 toxic bleach combinations on a list of common products never to mix, warning readers about what happens when bleach comes into contact with vinegar, ammonia or rubbing alcohol. Still, some of the dangers of bleach are not well known, and people continue to mix products and expose themselves and their families to dangerous chemicals, all in the name of cleanliness. But I think you should never use bleach in your home again, and I'm going to explain why. As a bonus, I'll also show you some natural cleaning products that can get the job done without putting you and your family in danger. What is bleach? To understand the dangers of bleach, it's best to first look at its most common uses. To be specific, bleach is a disinfectant and stain remover. Many people don't realize this, but bleach isn't intended to be used as a household cleaner, but rather after washing surfaces to remove any germs that remain. Bleach can be purchased in both liquid and powder forms. Many industrial processes also employ the use of bleach to kill germs, destroy weeds and bleach wood pulp. Depending on the type of bleach you get, it may or may not contain chlorine. Typically, bleaches either contain an active ingredient of chlorine, sodium hypochlorite, or hydrogen peroxide. What ingredients are in bleach? To understand the dangers of bleach, it's important to know what's actually in it. After using water as a base, a typical bottle of bleach contains sodium hydroxide. This is where the chlorine molecules in bleach are released when it's combined with sodium chloride. While the Clorox company is correct in saying that there is no free chlorine in liquid bleach, it's also true that chlorine molecules are released during certain processes of bleach use. Here's what the CDC has to say about sodium hydroxide, quoted directly from their website. Inhalation of sodium hydroxide dust, mist, or aerosol may cause irritation of the mucous membranes of the nose, throat, and respiratory tract. Children exposed to the same levels of sodium hydroxide in air as adults may receive a larger dose because they have greater lung surface area, body weight ratios and increased minute volumes, weight ratios. In addition, they may be exposed to higher levels than adults in the same location because of their short stature and the higher levels of sodium hydroxide in air found nearer to the ground. Direct contact with the solid or with concentrated solutions causes thermal and chemical burns leading to deep tissue injuries. Very strong solutions of sodium hydroxide can hydrolyze proteins in the eyes, leading to severe burns and eye damage or, in extreme cases, blindness. Ingestion of sodium hydroxide can cause severe corrosive injury to the lips, tongue, oral mucosa, esophagus, and stomach. Stridor, vomiting, drooling, and abdominal pain are early symptoms of sodium hydroxide ingestion. Ingestion may lead to perforation of the gastrointestinal tract and shock. While home cleaning products do not contain enough sodium hydroxide to cause some of these effects on their own, such as chemical burns, there is already evidence that aerosol use of bleach does have an impact on the respiratory systems of both adults and children. Chlorine bleach is not believed to bioaccumulate in the body, but the damage it does may compound over time. Chlorine poisoning is a definite concern when using bleach products with sodium hydroxide and sodium chloride. This may occur when bleach and ammonia are mixed, more on that in a moment, or if bleach is directly ingested. Symptoms including breathing difficulty, swelling of the throat and many more complications. Sodium hypochlorite. This common bleaching agent is one of the things that gives bleach its strong scent. Breathing its fumes may result in poisoning and is more likely when the product is mixed with ammonia. Many people refer to pure sodium hypochlorite simply as bleach, as it's the most commonly encountered bleaching agent. A common misconception occurs when people assume this ingredient is where the chlorine in chlorinated bleach comes from. However, like I mentioned above, it occurs as a reaction between sodium hydroxide and sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, table salt, is another name for sodium chloride. It's used in bleach as a thickening and stabilizing agent. Sodium carbonate. This ingredient neutralizes acid and helps to build cleaning efficiency. It's used to improve the ability of bleach to remove alcohol and grease stains. Sodium chlorate, one of the breakdown substances from sodium hypochlorite. Sodium chlorate is known to accelerate and increase flammability. Sodium polyacrylate. In the US, sodium polyacrylate is considered probably safe, but the Environment Canada Domestic Substance List classifies it as likely toxic to organ systems. It's used in detergents and bleach to stop dirt from redepositing on fabrics during wash cycles. Sodium alkyl sulfate. Found in some bleach products, this alkyl sulfate causes eye and skin irritations and is potentially toxic to the liver after persistent inhalation. Hydrogen peroxide. I use peroxide regularly and this ingredient is actually great. On its own, hydrogen peroxide can help to clean grout, tile, toilets, tubs and more. History of bleach. Throughout history, the process of bleaching has been accomplished by a number of methods, the earliest form that of spreading cloth out in an open area of land, known as a bleach field, to be whitened by water and the sun. This is sometimes referred to as sun bleaching. Given the dangers of bleach today, maybe we should have stuck to this method. In the 18th century, 4 scientists made discoveries related to chlorine that set off the creation of chlorine bleach as we understand it today. Carl Wilhelm Scheele of Sweden discovered chlorine in 1774, although the word chlorine wasn't used to describe it until 1810. French scientist Claude Berthollet was the first to create sodium hypochlorite and recognize chlorine as a bleaching agent. Another Frenchman, Antoine-Germain Le Barric, discovered hypochlorite's work to disinfect. Finally, Charles Tennant of Scotland determined that combining chlorine and lime would produce the best bleaching results known at that time. He received a patent in 1798 for his concoction. On the hydrogen peroxide side, scientist Louis-Jacques Teignard produced the substance for the first time in 1818. It wasn't used for bleaching until 1882 and then became commercially popular in the 1930s. Main uses of bleach. For bleach fans, there isn't much that can't be helped with a bit of bleach. As a disinfectant, household bleach is recommended for sanitizing toilet bowls, sanitizing floors, removing stains from cups, drinkware, adding shine to glass items, whitening clothes and removing stains, cleaning outdoor furniture to repair mildew damage, mold, mildew removal, window washing aid. These are just some of the common recommendations for bleach. When it comes to black mold, the CDC recommends using a bleach solution for disinfecting affected areas, although they do warn of the dangers of mixing bleach with other cleaners. If bleach were your only option, then perhaps it would be worth using it when sanitizing your space or ridding it of mold. But it's not the only choice. I'll touch later on better alternatives to bleach. Dangers of bleach. 1. Doesn't mix well with others. One of the greatest dangers of bleach is that it is hazardous when combined with a number of other products. There are warning labels on all bleach products about never combining it with supplies containing ammonia or other household chemicals, but how possible is that to follow? For instance, many people don't take the time to read through labels such as this one. Second, the resulting issues that occur are not outlined on the label, so consumers aren't necessarily aware of how dangerous it is to combine bleach with other things. Third, and this one is my most concerning problem, there's no way to guarantee that cleaners don't mix when you have to use them on the same surfaces, even if you rinse the surface well. Let's look at what happens when bleach is combined with various substances. Bleach plus ammonia. Mixing these two can be a potentially deadly combo. When ammonia and bleach are combined, the chlorine in bleach converts to chloramine gas. 15. Chloramine gas exposure can result in coughing, nausea, shortness of breath, watery eyes, chest pain, throat, nose and eye irritation, wheezing, pneumonia, fluid buildup in the lungs. Ammonia is found on its own as a cleaning agent and in some glass cleaners. Even scarier is that there is ammonia in urine, which should result in even more caution when you clean anything soiled by urine. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and share this video for more.